Hi, my name is Dan and I'm a destination and adventure specialist at Max Adventure. Yes, the Max Adventure that organises self-guided walking and cycling holidays around Britain and Europe. Well, I'm here to show you that we, the specialists, love to go out and experience the walks that we arrange. So why not join me today and for the rest of the week on one of the most famous walks of all, the West Highland Way. A great interlude from walking on the West Highland Way is to pop into the Glengoyne distillery, and that's between Mulgai and Drummond. And there's no better way to celebrate than with a small glass of the 17-year-old single malt, which has in fact been voted the world's best by a number of experts. Slange. Now I'm on the way. Made it, the first section of the West Highland Way under my belt, and that was from Mulgai here to Drummond to my plush accommodation, the Bramblewood Guest House. Using the book and the map, this has assisted me greatly in making sure I didn't get lost and got to see some great landscape on the way. So, bit of rest in order just now, managed to have a shower so far, soak my feet, then go ready for 14 miles tomorrow, and that's up to Rowadennan. Great, made it to Balmoral, fantastic. In the Oak Tree pub on day 2. It's just coming up to 1 o'clock, so making very good time on my trip up to Rowadennan today. Conic Hill is behind me, fantastic mountain up the back, affording tremendous views across the Loch. And the weather's not too bad either as well, which is great. The forecast said a bit of rain coming later on today, but comfortable walking weather. Breeze, as you can probably hear, couldn't be better. So if I start on just now, I'm going to make my way up, following the shore, the eastern shore from Lomond, until eventually getting to Rowadennan this evening, where I'm going to be staying at the hotel. So catch up with you tomorrow. Down for the night. Oh, tremendous. Oh, I gotta feel it. Well, hello to you. I'd like your largest room, please, with a jacuzzi. Thanks very much indeed. Hi there, it's day 3. Next stage of the journey is from Rowadennan up to Inveran, following the eastern side of the Loch. One of my most exciting days, hopefully, because we're going through some of the best deciduous woodland in Scotland, and it's full of tremendous wildlife, a lot of great birds which you wouldn't find in many other parts of Scotland as well. And being an avid natural historian, this is where I'm really going to come into my own, I think. I might take longer because I'll be stopping to look at the wildlife en route, but it's a 14-mile day, and I've heard that it can be quite difficult, so later on I'll give you an update on how I get on. Talk to you later. Well, this is amazing. Just out of the Inversnaid Woods, and the wildlife couldn't be better. Just when I thought I'd seen everything, I found a young, great spotted woodpecker just fledged just out of the nest, which is fantastic. They're normally very flighty, and it actually just sat there on the branch, which is brilliant. Just after then, the famous goats as well. They're sort of semi-feral goats of Loch Lomond, and they're there with a huge horn swept back across their heads. Just couldn't be better at all. There's a cuckoo calling on the mountainside. Ah, it's just paradise. Hello, it's day 4. I'm now on the stretch between Inverannon and Tindrum. Stayed at the marvellous world-famous Drovers Inn last night in Inverannon, which is as much a museum as it is an accommodation. The eclectic selection of stuffed animals is fantastic. There's a huge bear in the lobby as you go in, a stuffed shark above the reception, a wolf, a puma, and a number of ducks where their feathers seem to have been missing and falling off over the years. But that was great. I really enjoyed that. And a great night out as well last night. The Drovers is a place you go to just to celebrate, because just reaching the halfway mark on the West Highland Way, so woohoo! Very excited. The rain's on. That's not great, but I'm clad in my waterproof trousers and my jacket. The one thing is, it's bringing the midges out, and there was a number last night, but I've got all the sprays and such like, so hopefully I won't get bitten too much. So here we go, onward, and I shall keep you up to date later on. Hello, it's day 5, I believe, and last night was in Tindrum, and now I've got the big day, which is the 20-mile walk from Tindrum up to King's House. The landscape is absolutely amazing. Departing from Tindrum earlier on this morning, went across under the shadow of Ben de Rain. I say the shadow, it was the shadow of the clouds. Got incredibly wet again this morning, but that's what you expect on the West Highland Way. Didn't upset me in the slightest. So now I've just gone through Bridge of Orchy, and I'm climbing up over the top of the peaks to head down towards Ranach Moor, where I hope to see maybe some more Scottish wildlife, maybe some more Highland Scottish wildlife, but we'll have to wait and see, and I'll keep you informed how I get on. Hello there, it's day 6. Day 5 yesterday was a long one. That was the 20 miles from Tindrum up to King's House. And I really had to sort of yomp, if you like, across Ranach Moor towards the end there. And then it was a sort of a gentle yet long descent down into King's House. But very welcome indeed to actually arrive at the hotel last night. This morning it started wet and beautiful though, along towards Glencoe, if you like, there with Bucaliative Moor on the left of me. But the rain was coming very heavy to the start of the Devil's Staircase, Now that sorts out the men from the boys, the switchback path going up to the highest point on the West Highland Way. Regarding the wildlife, I thought I was going to see some really good Highland moorland wildlife. No monarchs of the glen, but I did see a number of red deer, but females only. I think quite habituated red deer actually, very close to the King's House Hotel. So today, now day 6, is coming down into Kinloch. By the way, if you think my bag looks big, remember my main bag is actually being transported from accommodation to accommodation by our baggage transfer people. In here is essentially the amazing lunches, sandwiches, drinks, crisps, what have you, supplied by the accommodations, and very good value they are too, and a very welcome addition to any pack, and allowing to sit down and enjoy when the sun comes out. Hello, it's day 7, which means it's the final day, which is great and yet sad because of all the spectacular landscape I've walked through. I woke up this morning in Kinloch for the final push, and the weather was glorious. The sun was split in the sky, just blue as far as you could see across the peaks, and a beautiful start to the day. It was quite a strenuous climb out of Kinloch up through the woods until I reached the military road, and that followed then the valley of Larigmore, and incredible, absolutely incredible, the views across the way. And now I'm entering the last stretch into Glen Nevis. There's Ben Nevis behind me through the trees. You may be able to see it with a powdering of snow on the top, and just great. So I'll check in with you later when I reach the end. Fingers crossed. How about that? Ben Nevis, highest mountain in Britain. What do you reckon? I run up that before I get to the end of the West Highland Way? No chance. So there you have it, all the way from Mulgai to Fort William. That's about 95 miles on the West Highland Way. That's to show you that we, the specialists at Max Adventures, don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. So if you want to have a go at the West Highland Way, if you want to do it over 7 days like I have, 6 days, or even 5 days if you're feeling incredibly fit, why not log on to www.maxadventure.com or call us in the office on 0141 530 886. I haven't finished, you know. Great Glen Way next. Inverness, here I come.